Okay, thank you everyone for joining. This is the Camp Koolanu info session for 2023. I'm Laura Kurtzfeld. I am the Senior Director of Programs for the Park Heights JCC and also the supervisor of Camp Koolanu. I'm going to turn over the session at the moment to Rabbi Ori Myers, our camp director, and start sharing my screen. So thank you. Go, Rabbi Myers.
Okay, thank you everyone for coming tonight to the Camp Koolanu info session. Obviously, if you have a question, please feel free to ask at any point. This is just a little bit of myself. During my day job, during the 10 months of the school year, I'm a Rebbe at the Berman Hebrew Academy in Rockville, Maryland. And during the summer, I am the director of Camp Koolanu. This is going to be my third summer at Camp Koolanu. I love it. It's awesome. It's so much fun. We have a great time. And it's a really fun place, not only to work, not only to send your kid as a camp, but also to work. So Baruch Hashem, we hope to have an amazing and awesome summer this year for 2023. This info session is going to be a little bit about camp and just a little bit about what happens during the camp day and some of our expectations for your child, your son at camp. Hold on one second. I need to okay, give me 1 second. I'll be back in a second, okay?
And I will take over for Rabbi Myers. So I apologize about that. He has something else he's taking care of this evening as well. So Camp Koolanu, see here, I apologize. I have to get back into the session. Okay, here we go. So as we stated, the leaders for Camp Koolanu. Oh, you're back already. Okay,
I'm
so
back. I apologize for that
team.
one. So obviously the Camp Koolanu leadership team, that director is myself. This year, Baruch Hashem, we have a head counselor. It will be Rabbi Adam Shulman. He's been in Camp Koolanu as a Rebbe and as a counselor for the past, I believe, 4 or 5 summers. And now he is making that leap to head counselor. Rabbi Shulman is beloved by his Talmidim and also by his campers. He has that keen insight into what a camper needs and what the camper is going through. He is a Rebbe. He's actually an English teacher in Ner Yisrael during the year. And as a father, you could see that he has that love for his campers, and he keeps that great eye out for them. So it's really great. And our senior program director, Mrs. Kurzfeld, who is the brains behind the operation of Camp Koolanu and makes sure that we run smoothly on a daily basis. She also serves as the liaison between the camp and the JCC, making sure that our relationship, we are housed inside the JCC, which is great and awesome. And sometimes, we just have that dealings with the JCC. Then Mrs. Kurzfeld serves as the liaison between us and the JCC. She also is in charge of all of the enrollment at Camp Koolanu. So if you have any enrollment questions, you should send them to Mrs. Kurzfeld's way. The goals of Camp Koolanu. So you obviously have a lot of choices to choose from in camps, but our goals at Camp Koolanu, we really want the best for everyone's child, and we have explicit, specific goals to help us reach the potential for each student, for each camper. Sorry, still in school mode a little bit. So we go to the next screen, please. So enjoying a welcoming, positive, supportive, and safe camp experience. We see a lot of times, during the year where, it's our children, it's the same thing that they do every day. It's math, it's English, it's Chumash, it's Chumash, it's Mishnah, it's Mishnayos, and they don't have that chance to excel. And camp provides that chance, those different activities, those different atmospheres where they can excel. And we've seen so many cases where kids, who during the year are more quiet and reserved, during the camp, they explode, and you get to see that different side of them where they become leaders and grow in every aspect of their daily lives. And it's great to see. So we do it in that safe, sound structure of the JCC. So we also, we have davening and learning every morning. It starts our day. Even on trips days, we make sure that we always start with davening and learning. That's very important. We have dynamic activities at Camp Koolanu. We do more than just sports. We do a lot of different activities, which we will get to in a different slide, and making friends and having fun. And I would just say on the making friends, there are so many campers from Camp Koolanu. I think last summer, and Mr. Kursel, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but we had kids from 5 or 6 different schools or wherever they were, schools, homeschooled, whatever, that came together in one bunk. And it was great to see, everyone from here, from Torah Simcha, from TA, from Or Chadash, from, coming together. We went one bunk we had a couple of students, campers from Beth Tfilah, and they come together, and it was great to see them mold together and become that one solid unit, with the help of the counselor and the staff and the Rebbeim. It's great. It's really great and awesome to see how that, the friendships and the bonds that you form, with campers, that it's not just a June, July, August friendship. The friendship extends through September, through the rest of the year. And it's really awesome and great to see. And you get to learn people, and you get to see things that you normally don't see, in your regular school year at camp, because you're with so many new friends and so many new campers. So obviously the Koolanu Junior, we have 2 different, divisions. We have Koolanu Junior, which is for students entering pre-K and kindergarten. And we have campers, and when we have Koolanu, which is for boys entering grades 1st through 5th grade. So it's going, they have to be up and through until 5th grade is our oldest age at Camp Koolanu. And we have different bunks for each of those grades, starting with 1st grade and going through 4th. And then for Koolanu Junior, we as well, depending, if we 1 bunk or 2 bunks, it always depends. But obviously we do our best to meet all of our campers' needs, and having that mix of Koolanu Junior and Koolanu, really we see huge benefits from that as well. Koolanu Junior has moras. So they have a couple moras in their classroom with them, as they are still of that younger age. The moras, do all their activities with them, a circle time, going to all the special activities, and they take them to swimming. And then we have, obviously they don't go swimming. And then we have Koolanu Boys, which is boys going 1st through 5th grade, where they have that, the Rebbe in the morning, and then the counselor and the junior counselor in the afternoon with them through all their different activities that we do during the camp day. So those are the 2 main, those are the 2 divisions of Camp Koolanu. So what activities will my son be doing in camp? So Baruch Hashem, we do a lot of different activities in camp. We do more than just sports. While we do play sports, we focus on the whole child, the whole, many different aspects of what that child may like, or what that camper may like. So we have davening and learning to start off our day. I will just go through the typical camp day. 9 o'clock to like 10:15, 10:30 is davening and learning. And then we have 2 different activities before lunch. Then we have lunch. Then we have 3 activities after lunch. So some of those an activity every day that we do every day of the week is swimming. The kids love the pool. It's the JCC pool. For those of you who've been there, it's huge. It's awesome. They have a lot of fun. Every camper has the ability to take the deep water test. So that way they can get into the deep water. The JCC has lifeguards for us, and they give them the deep water test, and the counselors are there as well, enjoying that time in the swimming pool. Not only that, we also have specials during our camp day: baking, science, and art. Twice a week you have baking, twice a week we have science, twice a week we have art. All of those over different summers have been huge hits for the campers. Science is a huge hit, art is a huge hit, baking has been a huge hit. And we get to do those twice a week, and they get to see, that science or baking where it's you get to do different hands-on activities that many campers like to do, and they happen to find them to be very cool and interesting. Sports, we have sports as part of our camp day. In the past, we've had karate. We're trying to work on that again, or some type of form of that again this summer, just because we see that the benefits of that for the camper and what they really enjoy. Trips. This summer, we will be going on 5 trips off of campus. So of the 8-week summer, we're going to be going on 5 trips off of campus, meaning we will not be on the JCC campgrounds. We also have, we bring the trips to us. That was something that we did a couple summers ago during the COVID summer. and it really was a hit with a lot of the campers. Some of the activities that we did, and we continued it last summer, and it continued to be a hit. So we're going to continue it again this summer, these on-campus trips. However, the on-campus trips, in the past, we've brought in water slides, magic shows, laser tag that have come to the JCC and have done, we call them on-campus trips. We try to make it have that camp feeling, though. And this year, again, we're going to be asking our campers when they get their camp shirts to wear them on our on-campus field trip days. So that way we have that feeling of, oh, it's not just a trip that we go out. You don't have to leave the JCC for it to be a trip. You can have a trip on campus as well. And we have much more activities in the works right now. We're hoping to do many different new and exciting activities this summer that really will help expand the camp day and really enrich what's going on in camp, that we're hoping that everyone really enjoys, and every camper really enjoys those activities, and to find that little niche where we can get every camper excited about going to camp during the camp day. I will say that part of I'm just going to add as much more. One of the things that makes Camp Koolanu so special is that we have a camper support specialist. In previous summers, it's been Rabbi Newmarks, who many people are familiar with. And we're still working on the details for this summer, upcoming summer. But the camper support specialist is such an integral role in our camp. And Rabbi Newmark enables all different types of campers from all different backgrounds to come into camp and to have that great time in camp where they might not have had otherwise. So it's something that's really, I find that is something that Camp Koolanu has that you don't find in other camps. That ability to have the camper support specialist who can help navigate social situations, not just for all campers. And he works with all of our campers and everyone. And it's really great that the JCC has enabled us to have this, J camps in general, has enabled this position of the camper support specialist, which really helps so many Jewish children have the ability to attend a local Jewish day camp. So that's really great. And I just wanted to add that point in our much more. The other point that I would like to add as well is one of the things that we find with our campers. One of the things we find, and we've tried to do a lot, is chesed. And last summer there was some chesed projects we got to do over the summer, and it's something that we're going to hopefully continue to do this summer. We have ideas brewing. We've reached out to a couple people about different chesed activities, because it's not just about us, it's about the greater Baltimore Jewish community, and how, yes, we have our part of our camp day, we have the davening, we have the swimming, we have our specials, but it's also looking out for our fellow Jew and our fellow person. In previous summers, we've hung out, we've played games with some of the with people from a nursing home. We've made tzedakah boxes that we gave out to people. All those different activities that help make the child more well-rounded is something that we try to do here at Camp Koolanu.
I have a few other notes if you'd like me to add.
Yes.
So a couple of other notes going around the horn here. The camp day starts at drop-off is at 8:45 in the morning. Camp starts at 9 o'clock. Camp day ends at 3:30 Monday through Thursday. The camp day ends on Fridays at 2:30. We do offer late stay as an option for $40 per week for Mondays through Thursdays, where the children can stay for that extra hour and a half until 5 o'clock. There will be open play in the gym with supervised open play with some of our counselors watching those kids. And it's a real fun time. The kids can, just sit and hang out, or they can play whatever they feel like doing, but at least they are supervised and cared for until you are able to pick them up at 5 o'clock. We also provide a parent handbook to all of the families. It gives comprehensive information about how to communicate with the camp staff, what to do in certain situations, how to handle, how to navigate the lines for carpool numbers, how we do that. We also have a hot lunch option that is available. It's not required, it is an option. We are right now securing bids for our lunch program, so I cannot tell you at this time who those lunches will be provided by, but they will be through an acceptable lecture, and we will give you all that information to the parents when it is available. The price on that is also still being worked out, but it will not be over $6 per meal, is our understanding. And again, they are optional. Going back to talking about the bunk sizes, the bunks, as Rabbi Myers mentioned earlier, they are broken up by grade. So typically, if there is, if your child is going into first grade, they will be with all other first graders. We have to see, once registration keeps on going, on whether we need to combine any bunks. If there are too many kids in certain grades and not enough in others, we will make that determination. However, last year we were able to keep them one grade per bunk, and it was successful. And we plan to do that again this year, but we'll see how it goes. I said about hot lunch. Okay, going back to the special activities. As he mentioned, there's baking, science, and art, and we will also include one session of art to be our wildly popular Happy Glaze, which is design and paint ceramics. So we will give the boys an option of choosing from one of 3 different items where they will paint it, glaze it. We have a kiln on site, so we will fire their items in the kiln, and they will get to bring home a beautiful ceramic piece that they created. We also do special days each week. Might be a crazy hat day, or there might be a backwards day or a career day, something like that, where we will designate a particular day. The kids have to dress up accordingly, and we have a lot of fun with it. One of the wildly popular ones is tie-dye day. So we do tie-dye in camp. They tie-dye a shirt, they wear it on tie-dye day. We also do weekly newsletters to keep you informed about what went on that week. We'll include pictures of things that went on in camp, so you can see your children engaging in amazing activities. And we will also include a calendar of what activities are coming up the next week, so that you can gear up for knowing what is going on that next week. When we do trips off-site, there will be permission slips that need to be filled out and turned in. We are working on a program to see if those permission slip process can be done digitally instead of by paper. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully we will be able to get that program and that process in place for trips this year for everybody's convenience. So I think I've touched on things that people had the most questions about. And so does anyone have any questions that they want to pose? Feel free to either raise your hand, put it in the chat, or unmute to ask your question. What is the ratio for Koolanu Junior? camper to staff. So all of our bunks, thank you very much for that question. Our bunks are maxed out at 15 campers. However, if we have in Koolanu Junior, if we do have enough campers to warrant breaking that up into 2 bunks of maybe 8 and 8 for like 4-year-olds in one bunk and 5-year-olds in another, then we will do that. But otherwise, it would be 15, up to 15 campers in a bunk, and there would be a counselor and a junior counselor at the minimum in each. Thank you. Any other questions? Chat. You're very welcome. Okay, I don't see any other questions. So now, just as a reminder, the early bird registration is in effect. That discount of $10 per week is available through February 18th. We also do offer a discount for JCC members. You don't have to be a member throughout the entire year. The minimum requirement is to be a member throughout a 4-month period that covers the summer. So if you do want to take advantage of a membership, you would get an additional $20 off per month, $20 off per week per child. And so you would need to register as a membership starting either from April 18th through August 18th or May 1st through August 31st. Either way, that covers 4 months, and you would be able to do that. Now, the JCC offers many different options for registry, for membership. You don't need to have a complete family membership. You can have a parent-child membership as opposed to a full family membership if you want. But just to point out that if you have an individual membership, that does not qualify for the camp discount because the child needs to be covered under the membership program. But again, if you have an individual membership during the year, you're welcome to keep that, switch it to a parent-child or family membership for the 4 months, and then switch it back at the end of the summer after 4 months. So those are some benefits that we have, and depending on your situation, it could be financially beneficial. If you are sending more than one child to camp, we also have a $75 sibling discount that would come off of the second child's total camp tuition. You can sign up for anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks. They don't need to be continuous. Some parents go on vacation over the summer, some families, and if you need to take a week off for that vacation, that is fine. We can skip that week and have you come back afterwards. So lots of different options. Feel free to give a call with any questions. We do have an administrative assistant that is designated for camp. I will answer questions, but our administrative assistant, her name is Julia Balzac, and she is able to answer questions for you as well. Any other questions? Okay, I don't think I see, let me double check. Nope, I don't think I see any other questions. Rabbi Myers, is there anything else you would like to add before we close?
No, thank you so much for attending. Please feel free to reach out with any questions that you may have about camp to myself, Mrs. Kurzfeld. We would love to answer them and get you guys aboard.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Have a wonderful night. This will be recorded. And oh, there's something else here. Just a thank you. Wonderful. You're so welcome.
Thank you.
This is being recorded, as you know. We will share the link on the Camp Koolanu website. You can tell people about it. If you'd like us to send you the link, please let me know and we can send that to you and you can share it as well, or just refer back to it. Thank you very much. Have a great night, everybody.
Have a
Take
good
care.
night. Thank you. Take care.